The deeper you go into the Piscean soul, the more you realize it's not just a sin, it's an entire ocean. If you've ever been pulled into their tide, you already know nothing about Pisces is ordinary. Their darkness is not loud or fiery. It doesn't announce itself. It floats like mist and sinks like stone, soft but suffocating. So comment your date of birth and zodiac sign. Let us know where you stand on the wheel and whether you've ever swum in these dreamy but dangerous depths. Yes, Pisces is empathy incarnate, a gentle soul who cries for strangers and forgives the unforgivable. But astrology teaches us the law of polarity. Every light casts a shadow. And Pisces, being the last sign, carries the wisdom and the weight of them all. Behind the poetry lies a labyrinth. Behind the kindness, a flicker of chaos. Their energy is otherworldly. But what happens when a soul so tuned to dreams begins to mistake illusion for truth? Subscribe to Arcana of Pisces to explore more layers of astrology, shadow, and soul. We go deeper than the surface because that's where the truth hides. The pitch in darkness doesn't rage, it whispers. And its first whisper is confusion. Governed by Neptune, Pisces are tangled in fog even when the skies are clear. They don't just tell stories, they live in them. They rewrite reality with the flick of a feeling. Their words are spells, their eyes, doorways. You listen enchanted, only to find yourself wandering through their maze of shifting truths. And when you finally ask for clarity, they vanish into metaphor, leaving you wondering if the fog was always there or if they brought it with them. That's the paradox. Pisces isn't just lost, they long to be. Their symbol, two fish swimming in opposite directions, speaks of inner conflict, of being here and somewhere else all at once. They walk in this world with one foot in the next, which is why so often they are never fully present. Conversations drift. Plans dissolve. One moment they're listening, the next they're miles away chasing. Ghosts or stargazing into their own undoing. Don't forget to like this video if you've ever felt the strange, spiritual ache of trying to love someone who's only half here. It helps us reach more souls who seek to understand what lies beneath the surface of the signs. Pisces is the sign most likely to vanish mid-story, not because they don't care, but because endings make too much sense. And Pisces rarely do. Closure, to them, feels too final, too hard, too real. So they slip away without a goodbye, trusting that some cosmic understanding will explain it all eventually. And if you ask why they left, they'll offer you riddles, dreams, or half-formed truths, as if to say, don't you know, the end was always coming. I just heard it first. They escape not just from people, but from pain and from reality itself. Addiction in all its forms becomes a lifeboat. Some fall into drugs, others into fantasy, obsession, or endless scrolling. To Pisces, altered states feel like home. They're seekers of ecstasy, chasing transcendence at any cost. Even suffering becomes a kind of sacrament, something holy, something worth romanticizing. And while it may begin as a quest for insight, it can quickly become a spiral of self-destruction cloaked in spiritual longing. These sensitivities, yearning to feel everything, is their gift and their curse. The 12th house they rule is the domain of self-undoing, where the boundaries between self and other dissolve. And so Pisces absorb the world's wounds without knowing it. They attract the broken, the lost, the chaotic, not out of pity, but because they see beauty in the darkness. But in trying to heal everyone else, they often forget to hold on to themselves. They live in contradiction, wearing masks of peace while carrying storms within. Their wisdom lies in paradox. They can believe two opposite things at once and find truth in both. But when this becomes compulsive, when it slips into performance, it turns poisonous. They become elusive, not as a means of protection, but control. Letting people believe they are impossible to pin down becomes a subtle power, a way to stay adored while remaining untouchable. It might surprise you to know that Pisces can exhibit antisocial traits, not in the loud, aggressive way, but in a quiet refusal to follow rules that don't fit their inner world. They float above expectations, bending truth and obligation to suit their spiritual narrative. You might not catch them breaking laws, but you'll notice how easily they disregard reality when it conflicts with their ideals. And if you question them, they'll offer you cosmic logic that leaves you speechless or questioning your own reason. When it comes to love, Pisces may appear hopelessly romantic, but the truth is more complex. They crave connection, yet the gravity of real intimacy often sends them fleeing. They want the fairy tale, but the moment it becomes routine, it starts to rot in their eyes. So they seek it elsewhere, often in forbidden places, with unavailable people in tangled webs of passion and longing. They don't mean to betray, they mean to feel. And the messier the scenario, the more meaningful it seems. To them, love must wound before it reveals truth. Yet all of this serves something deeper: control. Pisces rarely demand, they enchant. They draw people in with compassion, with the illusion of safety, with a mystic softness that feels like home. And once inside, you begin to orbit around their emotions. Their needs become your focus. Their pain becomes your puzzle. Without realizing it, you're serving their storient, not your own. They never raise their voice, but somehow you can't hear yours anymore. And beneath that gentle tithe lies a wave of rage. Pisces may suppress their anger, but it doesn't disappear. It builds in silence, behind sad eyes and soft voices, until it crashes unexpectedly. Their violence isn't always physical. It can be emotional, spiritual, psychological. It explodes with tears, with blame, with distorted memories. And when it's over, they often don't remember or claim they don't. Because their image must remain pure. Because they've learned to believe their own innocence. But the deepest darkness, manipulation. Pisces is the sign of the mystic, the dreamer, the seer, but also the shape. They intuit what others need. Unbecomi, they read energies like books, adjust their masks accordingly, and slip into roles like water filling a glass. You won't notice it at first. You'll think they just get you. But that's because they've studied you with the eyes of a soul collector. Not to harm you, but to have you, to keep you orbiting, wondering, wanting. And when the spell breaks, when you confront the fog, they'll retreat into mystery once more, or tears, or silence. And you'll question if what you felt was even real. Have you ever seen this side of Pisces? Comment below, share your birth date and zodiac sign, and let us see how the stars have shaped your experience. If this resonated with you, give this video a like. Helps us reach others seeking to understand the signs, not just in light, but in shadow. And don't forget to subscribe to Arcana of Pisces for more journeys into the mystic, the misunderstood, and the beautiful mess of being ruled by water. Let go, float, and don't be afraid to see the darkness in the dream. It's part of what makes the dream real.